Hey guys, what's good? I know I've posted several videos today, but I just got done watching or listening to, I should say, Soul Talk episode 5, and I actually listened to it twice, all the way through. So I listened to that for the previous hour, and I I definitely do not mean to send any hate out. Um, but that video just that YouTube video just rubbed me the wrong way. I'll say that Sir Sneaker definitely took a uh, much more thought out approach to his responses, but they were, of course, his questions. Um, I'm not gonna name names, blah blah blah. I'm not trying to, definitely not trying to start any of that YouTube beef. I know how that goes. Um, In fact, I think my man Mr. Crispy Coil's already been banned or something from some of those guys' pages. But I just want to say that at least in terms of your hater portion, I can see why a person would hate. Uh, I definitely would assume that there's a lot of trolling going on, which happens all over the internet. But in terms of reasons why a person may not like the video, uh, I just don't mean to be disrespectful here, but you could just hear the pretentiousness in some of those responses, especially about the fake shoes, and it really bothered me. um, in fact, one of the responses was you have absolutely no respect for people that wear fake shoes, and that just bothered me a lot. And when you say that there's a way to be you can be stylish in an inexpensive way, true, but it's not the same. You and I both know that. Everybody that responded in that video, everybody that collects sneakers, name brand, they know it's not the same. Until you've walked in that person's shoes, you cannot say that. If you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, I'm not hating. I grew up pretty well myself. I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. I had my college paid for by my parents. Luckily, I got a scholarship to law school, so my parents didn't have to pay for that. But my dad is helping me with paying for my apartment. So I definitely understand what that's like. But for the past, I mean, they would never buy my shoes personally. My dad got me some Jordans when I was a kid, but when they started raising the prices and I started wanting more shoes, it was just out of the question. But that's not the part that I'm upset about. It's your attitude towards other people, because I have friends from the hood, the real hood, and it would not be it's not the same to say, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Goodwill and get some cheap clothes so I can try and mix and match and be stylish." You want to be rocking the Jordans. You want to be rocking the Yeezys, all that. And to say that you have no respect for those people and they're being something they're not, that just really bothered me. And I think there's a reason. Uh, this kind of ties in, but it's slightly off topic. There's a reason people like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates are the richest people in the world. And it's not because they're out buying name brand clothes. I've got a uncle who works on Amtrak as a chef, and he said that Warren Buffett takes the train everywhere he goes. He takes a van. He only has one or two pairs of shoes. He's very frugal. So as is Bill Gates. Obviously, they do have some nice things, but basically all the money that they're making, uh, about 95% of it, they're both donating to charity when they die. and they've been donating a lot of it to charity as they've been living. And I think when you make a lot of these comments, you're kind of speaking through a lens you don't understand. It's very easy for you to say, I'm sorry, it just bothers me because this is what is seriously wrong with society. It's almost this attitude of you're better than other people, and they're cheapening a product that you paid for. Why should you care? Why do you honestly care if it's cheapening a product? That to me tells me that you are only purchasing that product for the prestige. That's the only reason you're buying it. You're not buying it like you said to be stylish. You're doing it for the prestige. Otherwise, you wouldn't be so upset with someone else rocking it and cheapening the brand. And I think if someone wants to wear something that's fake, let them do it. Wear what you want to wear. They can wear what they want to wear. And in fact, I mean, I've made some of my biggest videos were, some of my most viewed videos were fake versus real shoes. And the thing is, I think 99.9% of the population is not going to know that's a fake Jordan. Is not going to know that's a fake Yeezy. In fact, when I had a pair or two of fake shoes in high school, which I had bought unknowingly, I wasn't as knowledgeable on shoes and all that back then. I would wear them around, and I'd get tons of compliments. In fact, one of my fake pairs of Jordans, I don't wear them anymore, but when I've shown them to people, they've always said, that's like out of all my shoes, I got the Concords, the Black Cement 3s, my top two favorite shoes, all those. They always say that this pair of Jordans I have is the best looking pair of shoes I own. And it's fake. And I don't think there's anything wrong with someone rocking a fake shoe. And to say that it's taking away from the profits of Nike, that's just laughable. That to me is honestly just laughable, because this company is profiting off the backs of slave labor in third world countries. So to say that the person who created that should get the benefit of their creation, to me that's the same attitude that I see with people who I've done a lot of intellectual property stuff, and that's the same attitude people have towards patents in places like China, India, where the people are so destitute poor that they can only afford off-label, generic drugs as opposed to the name brand stuff because it's too expensive. And people that are for patent protection will always say, "Oh, but the patent owner needs the money in order to always have that incentive to create new drugs, market new things, and the only way of paying them back is if they can charge what they want for the drug and other people can't rip them off." And I completely disagree with that, because if those are the people making the drugs, that's just scary to think about, number one. Number two, I think that while some aspect of that may be true, you need people creating the drugs that are doing it with the right frame of mind and with their heart behind it, because it just bothers me that that's the frame of thought that people have, because there could be a cure for AIDS, there could be a cure for cancer. At this point, we wouldn't know because of all the complications that come from the marketing, the production, and it just ties into this whole concept of someone is wrong for purchasing something that isn't supporting the initial creator. And while it's a little bit of an extreme example, I think it still relates to somebody from the hood that wants a pair of shoes so that they can fit in. It may be fake, but if it looks just as good as the real thing and other people don't know, then to them, this is another thing that people often fail to realize. To them, that could be just as important as some kid in China who needs a drug. While physically to us it may not seem like it's as bad, to that individual person it might be. Like, you have to look at each individual person to understand what they're going through. For example, you could have a supermodel who looks in the mirror every day and thinks she's the ugliest person on the face of the earth. She just can't stand the way she looks. And you could have a starving kid in some third world country who's getting no food, and he's suffering a physical pain and an emotional pain, and to him and to that supermodel, that pain could be equal. Now, from the outside, we'd say, whoa, 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 that kid in that third world country, he clearly has it way worse off. But until you go inside the mind of that other person, that supermodel, who struggles and suffers every day with her image, you cannot say that you know how she feels and that she's ridiculous for thinking the way she does. And to me, that's what bothered me the most about this video, is the fact that you're basically putting these people down for something that has absolutely no effect whatsoever on how you live your daily life. And personally, I just think that there was a lot of... It just seemed like the video was very egotistical, and at one point, you even said that you were a personality, like you were, I don't know, like Bugs Bunny or something, like some personality, and that people were jealous of you, and just things that come across as very pretentious. And I think that that it's a lot better to have confidence in yourself. Don't worry about other people. Don't worry what they think, and don't put other people down like that. It just is really bothersome to me, and it just kind of defines this class war that we have going on between the rich and the poor, and it's something that needs to stop. Clothes are not that serious. They're not that serious at all. The fact that you act like that this whole conversation was so... It just seemed way too serious. It was just too much. And I'm sorry that I had to do this response video. I typically am a pretty mild-mannered person, but when it comes to society and the things that are wrong with it and things along those lines, if I feel like I can improve on it, even if only 10 or 15 people watch this video, if it affects one person and changes the way one person thinks, then at least I know I've done something in this world correctly. And I just think we need to start thinking about the way we view things, because clothes are honestly not that important. Do I like shoes? Yes, I like shoes. Am I going to rock my black cement 3s? Yes, I'm going to rock them. Did I buy them from the store and know they're legit? Yes, I did. But I'm not going to put someone down for rocking some fakes because they're trying to fit in. I think that's a pretty disrespectful thing to do, and just the way that you seem to be coming at these people without knowing what pathway in life they walked, it just kind of irked me the wrong way. And I've got friends personally, a good amount of people I know personally, that grew up in the hood, poor areas, and a lot of them they do what you said, just dress stylishly, do what they can. But to some people, they want that label, just like you want that label, and they don't have the means to do it. And I think that it's wrong for you to continue to look at them in a negative light. And I think I've basically said everything that I need to say in this video. Not gonna go on any longer. I'm pretty sure it's long enough, but if you see this, I hope that you take it to heart. And I just, society needs to change, man, and we can't keep thinking in these egotistical ways. Shoes are shoes. Rock what you like. Don't worry about other people. That's my message. Peace.